horsing around on YouTube and I noticed there's a lot of videos on Marine Corps boot camp. I just thought I would review one of the videos with you this morning. So to kind of put it in context, I was in Marine Corps boot camp almost 43 years ago. When I was 17 years old, I joined and went in 1975. I was thinking about that this morning. That's, quite a long time ago. Something else I want to clarify is that I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years and got out, got an honorable discharge, but I don't really consider myself a veteran. I don't want to steal anybody's glory. There's a lot of vets out there that I have so much respect for that are not only service members, but they are veterans. They went to combat and in combat zones, including my brother who is a former Marine. He came back from Vietnam, and so I'm just wanting to talk about the boot camp part of it and honor all my brothers and sisters in the military, and also just to clarify that I am a service member, but I really don't see myself as a veteran as I do my other brothers and sisters. So just see what our young men and women are going through these days. It is an experience.
No, sir. When somebody asks you a question, do you understand?
And this is pretty close to what I remember. It was just a calm bus ride from the airport, and then all of a sudden these guys get you off the bus in the middle of the night, and it's dark outside, and you get off this bus and you get on these yellow footprints, and anybody that knows there knows the yellow footprints. It's a point where they break you down. They get in both ears and scream and yell and let you know that you're no longer a civilian, that you're a part of an organization, and you're going to listen to these guys. And he's definitely getting their attention. They haven't had their hair cut yet. They're still in their civilian clothes. I think they're missing a part here where we spent a lot more time out there on those yellow footprints, and it was horrifying. It was very mentally challenging with these guys screaming in both ears, getting your attention and letting you know that you were nothing to them, that you were a maggot, you were just you were a worm, and you were just dirt on the bottom of their shoes. And so they kind of skipped over that part, and I don't really know how to explain it to get the visual picture of it, but it's definitely their way of saying we're in charge and you're going to listen. There they go. They got this kid almost in tears. Not really in tears, but they got his attention. Here they're gathering your personal items, because you can't have any personal items that I remember. You're gonna put everything in a bag, in a box, the clothes, everything in your pockets, and it's gonna go in storage for 3 months until graduation. You won't see it again. You will just be, from here on out, once you relinquish all this stuff, you'll be issued your military gear. And so everything that you came with will go in storage. And that looks pretty close to what we did. They're doing exactly everything the drill instructor is telling them to do, which is good. That's what you're supposed to do, and he's getting their respect. And that's really what it's all about. They don't want you to be so scared or broke down that you can't function. The whole thing of it is how do you function under pressure?
Get back! Get back! Yeah, I said you scream. I just said you scream. Aye, sir. You're not screaming, you scream. Aye, sir. Get back! Get back! Get back! You scream. Aye, sir. Get back! Aye, sir.
It's so funny. Now what else is different is this looks like a really nice facility. Back in the 70s, I don't remember it being so nice and clean. I just remember being an old barracks, basically an open squad bay kind of thing. So what happens here is, after this, you don't recognize anybody because you lose all your hair, and it's like you're starting to look around and trying to remember who is who, because you just look different. And for some, your hair grows back. For others, it doesn't. Now this guy here, he probably wants to, he's going to keep it, but
over by that cabinet. Put your bags alongside
it's gone.
that cabinet.
This all happens very fast. what you're seeing here, it all happens like within the first day. You know, from that night when they got in there, they got some rest that night, but the next day, everything happens very fast. Your civilian life is just scrubbed away, put away in a box, and you are military now. The video started with them on the bus ride from the airport and coming to MCRD, and all that looked like I remember it, you know, from 75, and getting off the bus and the drill instructors there to greet them in their most polite way. And there was more intensity going on outside, you know, on the yellow footprints, and there was a lot more in your face, breaking you down, and just really intense, busting your balls kind of stuff. It did look a little different, but you know what? It was still pretty intense for those guys, and it doesn't look like that has changed that much from this short segment that I've seen. And so I have a lot of respect for the guys that are coming in and for the drill instructors. I would recommend, if you're thinking about doing it, do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And you've seen all these kids in here, big kids, little kids. It doesn't matter who you are, you can do it. It's a great experience. That's just the initial arrival at boot camp. It gets better from there, and it gets better through your whole career, and anybody that's in the military will tell you that. I think they are truly honest about it. It's a life-changing experience. It's a great way to see the country, to meet friends, to learn different things about you. So don't judge the whole experience by this one video, because it really is a neat experience, and you get through it and get on with your career. One more thing I wanted to add was a little bit about my own personal experience. When I went into boot camp, I was about 130 pounds. I was a tall, skinny kid. I was like 5'11" and 130 pounds. I remember the first time we went to the obstacle course, I couldn't climb the ropes. I couldn't get over the wood. You know, I couldn't make it through the whole obstacle course. And trust me, they were they were beating me down, trying to get me to go, and I just didn't have the strength. 3 months later, fast forward to graduation, I was first class PFT. I could do the obstacle course, my 3-mile run in less than 18 minutes, did all my push-ups, sit-ups. I'd gained 35 pounds. I was up to almost 170 pounds. So from that initial to the end, it was great. I gained a lot of weight. I got strength. I got confidence, and you can too. It's really a neat experience. And so don't be discouraged. Go there, try it. I promise you'll be successful. And best of luck to you. Thank you for Thank you for your support. We just hit 2,000 subscribers. If you would, subscribe, drop us a like, and leave a comment. And don't die wondering.